What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ryno Review Stuff. I'm Ryno and I review stuff. The stuff I've got to review today is Father's Day. Every year I do a Father's Day haul. This year's not going to be any different. Let's check out what my kids got me. Kids. For Father's Day this year. So the first thing my kids picked up for me, is Spock. So this is from the pilot episode back in, 1966 or something? Where does it say? Yeah, 1966 pilot episode. So he does not have his blue uniform. He does have his command uniform that he had on the first episode. That's okay. I cannot afford to get one of the ones that has the blue shirt. For some reason, they're like $40. This one right here was obviously not very well taken care of. The box is trashed. He has little bits of fuzz. It's almost as if a moth was living here at some point. So yeah, even though I didn't pay very much for this, I still kind of feel like I got ripped off. But that's okay. Sometimes you win on eBay and sometimes you lose. At least I've got Spock, so I can finish off my original series bridge crew. Pretty cool stuff. Next up is my second favorite character of all time from the Star Trek universe, Miles O'Brien. Number one, of course, is going to be Geordi LaForge. But I also like Miles O'Brien. I've got several of these. I've got one that's in a package that's in mint condition. That's over here on this side of me. And then I've got one that's open. That's on that side of me. These guys are going to me. Well, one of these guys is going to my classroom this year because I'm going all out on Star Trek theme. And yeah, Miles O'Brien, he's awesome. All of his goodies. Love it. Excellent buy. And continuing on with the Star Trek theme here, I do have the Inflatable Enterprise. So this one I think is from the 50th anniversary. It's not the one that comes from the movies. I will put a picture of it right here. And yeah, that's what it looks like when it's totally blown up. So I am going to be having this hanging from my classroom this year. Like I said, going all out with the Star Trek. Next up, we've got the Loot Crate Tribble. It is not the nice, fancy, big tribble that you bop and it goes brrr. I wish I still had that, but the battery ran out of mine, and I think that one of my kids might have spilled something on it, and it got all clumpy and matted, and I couldn't get it to be right again. So yeah, I mean, I paid $1 for this. What are you gonna do? You can't beat $1 for a big ball of fur. Interesting color choice, but hey, it's a tribble, and he's gonna get in lots of trouble. Next, I did pick up several loose figures at a big Father's Day toy sale at one of the used places down in southern Oklahoma. So I've got one of the Keaton Batman figures. I am not sure which year this is. It's definitely not 1989 Batman, but he looks pretty sharp. He's got lots of good articulation. And even though he is filthy as all get out, I love him. I love him a lot. You know, Batman, it's always going to be my bread and butter. Speaking of Batman, I've got a Cyberman. Has nothing to do with Batman. But yeah, really good articulation on this. I have never seen these things out in the wild, especially not out of the package, so it was really neat to hold on to one of these guys. There you go. That looks better. Go ahead and zoom in some more. There we go. So yeah, really nice articulation. He looks good, even though he is, again, super filthy. That's what you get when you buy from a used bin. Notice the price on the back here said $20. I, of course, am never going to pay that. This is from a sale. He was like $2. Same with Batman. Of course, we got the Beast here. He was a little bit more expensive. He was $4. $4 for the Beast. Well, that's okay with me. Looks really good. Again, super filthy. This guy has definitely been played with a lot. Very well-loved toy. And yeah, he's going to look great in my collection. And of course, what Star Trek collection would be complete without Darth Vader? Here he is. I actually don't have this figure. I just saw him and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think I've got one with those types of capes. And the head looks remarkably good. So I'm thinking this is probably like a Black Series one. I'm not sure. I don't really keep up too much with the, the figures as they are currently. I just kind of pick up whatever I pick up. And yeah, he looks pretty good. Of course, he does not have a lightsaber. Well, that's okay. I've got lots of extra lightsabers from some of the figures that turned out to be junk. Very good articulation here. I like the cloth robes. He does have the robes that go around his leg. Nice little cod piece there. Pretty decent looking paint. And of course the head sculpt is top notch. He is a little filthy. And he was $10. Next to last item here, I will be doing an individualized unboxing for him as well. This is the Gladiator Batman. He's one of the ones that was just recently released, and I found him on sale for 16 bucks. Of course, I'm never going to pay full price, so there you go. $16 for Batman with Gladiator style. And honestly, I think this is my favorite from the entire lot. One of the things I did pick up, though, was one of those Wetworks werewolves and one of the Wetworks vampires, one of those old McFarlane toys. And I really kind of wanted those for myself, but my son, he is a huge fan of McFarlane, so I let him keep them. I went ahead and got this one for me, and yes, I did pay $5.99 for it. I know, I feel like I paid full price because I paid the sticker price. But yeah, look at that. It's Limbo. It's from the absolute worst Planet of the Apes movie, but it's the best character from the movie. So that means it's a win. That means I got a good deal. And yeah, I cannot wait to do an unboxing on this guy and have him strutting around on my shelf. I have pretty much every other Planet of the Apes figure that's available right now. So it's nice to have something, one thing, from the only movie that I didn't like. So that was my Father's Day haul this year. Since I am a father and since I really like myself, I do kind of go all out on my little collecting thing. I don't think I spent more than 80 bucks and I got all of that stuff. So all in all, not a bad deal. I'm pretty impressed with it. I love the Planet of the Apes figure. I cannot wait to have some of the Star Trek stuff going into my classroom next year. This has been a great year. Love it.